we're just that awesome.
That's right.
Hey guys, I'm Golden Nova.
And I'm Dr. Robotnik. And today we will be showing off drop card.
Why are you talking like a robot?
I'm not talking like a robot. I'm reading the cue card.
Robo, I told you to have these lines ready by the time we started filming.
And I would have if you'd given them to me beforehand. Wench! Move to the left. The other left.
I hate you all.
And for today's deck, we've got
The Six Samurais.
Now, I know we said we had a bit of a different deck planned for this session, but this one was a bit more prepared, so we decided to show this one off first. So, Robo, why don't you take us through the Six Samurais?
Well, the Six Samurais basically are focused around swarming your opponent before they can get anything really good onto the field. They're not quite as fast as some of the other ones, but the ones that they do have can come onto the field pretty powerfully and quickly. And a lot of them have some pretty good effects too on the side.
Alright, well let's take a look at them.
First order of business in the Six Samurai deck is not a Six Samurai. It is Marauding Captain. What this does is, whenever you normal summon him, you can special summon any level 4 or lower monster from your hand, unless the card specifies otherwise. And also, as long as it's on the field, they can't select another attack target, which is pretty good if you want to continue to use other cards' effects. The next card that we have in here is the Spirit of the Six Samurai. What Spirit is, it's a union monster, and whenever you equip it to another Six Samurai, you increase that samurai's monster attack points by 500, and whenever that monster destroys another creature by battle, you get to draw a card. The second assist card for the Six Samurais is Hand of the Six Samurai. Hand has a pretty useful effect in that if you have another Six Samurai on the field, you can destroy that monster and destroy one of your opponent's monsters as well. Next on the list is the Six Samurai Nasashi. Nasashi is my personal favorite. It doesn't have very high attack. It has 1400 attack, but whenever there's another Six Samurai on the field, it can attack twice. And the next card that we have on the list is Six Samurai Yaichi, and as with all other Six Samurais, its effect can only work when there's another Six Samurai on the field. And what this can do is, once per turn, you can destroy one set spell or trap card. And whenever you do that, you can't attack with Yaichi. But it's a pretty good effect in that, you know, if you're afraid of attacking for the sake of a Mirror Force or a Sakuretsu, you have a pretty good chance of getting rid of that. Next on the list is Six Samurai Come On. Same rules with the other Six Samurais in that it can only work when there's another one on the field, but with Come On, you can destroy one face-up spell or trap card. And the same with Yaichi, you can't attack with him the turn that you use it. Next on the list is Zanji. If there is another Six Samurai on the field, at the end of the damage step, any monster that battles with Zanji is destroyed. So if they pull another monster that has pretty high attack and there's nothing you can do, you can always use Zanji's effect. Six Samurai Iru. This one is a bitch. If your opponent plays a face-down card and there's another Six Samurai on the field, you can attack with Iru and destroy it by effect without flipping it face up. Next on the list is the mighty and powerful Grandmaster of the Six Samurai. The Grandmaster is one of the most powerful swarming monsters in this deck. It's pretty easy to bring out because as long as you have at least one Six Samurai monster on the field, you could special summon him. And he has 2100 attack and some pretty nice special effects. if Grandmaster is destroyed by your opponent's card effect, you can return one 6 Samurai monster from your graveyard to your hand. This also includes Grandmaster, so if they Sakuretsu your Grandmaster, well, it goes back to your hand, and then as long as you have another 6 Samurai still on the field, you could special summon it. Next on the list is the one and only Beat Stick in this deck, but you can special summon it whenever you have 2 or more 6 Samurais on the field. But interestingly enough, Great Shogun Shien is not a 6 Samurai, so any effects you have pertaining to them does not affect Great Shogun Shien. But due to Great Shogun Shien's effect, your opponent can activate only one spell or trap per turn. Next, we have Double-Edged Sword Technique. This is pretty much a last resort card. What it does is it special summons 2 6 Samurai monsters from your graveyard, and then at your end phase they get sent back to your graveyard and you take damage for their combined attack. Here we have Return of the 6 Samurai, which does pretty much the same thing, only you can only choose one samurai and you don't take its attack points as damage. Next is Burden of the Mighty. Since 6 Samurais are comparatively weak compared to a lot of the meta decks that are running now, this kind of helps level the playing field. For each star your opponent's monster has, they lose 100 attack. Next is 6 Samurai United. Now this is a pretty nice card. It says whenever you normal summon or special summon a 6 Samurai monster, it gains 1 Bushido counter. And you can send it to the graveyard and draw 1 card for each Bushido counter. Also, the Bushido counters come in handy for Gateway of the 6. This is a pretty awesome card, and it's a newer card that came out and pretty much increases the usability of the 6 Samurais. Every time a 6 Samurai is normal or special summoned, you can place 2 counters on Gateway of the 6. And its first effect says that you can remove 2 counters from it and increase the attack of any 6 Samurai or Shien effect monster by 500 points until the end phase. The second effect says remove 4 counters and you get to go through your deck or your graveyard and add a 6 Samurai monster to your hand. This is pretty good because most likely what you want to do is if they have a tough monster, you can go through and you can get Hand of the 6 Samurai and destroy it by effect. Or if you really want a Grandmaster, you could go through your deck and bring it to your hand and then special summon it. The last one is remove 6 Bushido counters, and you can then special summon 1 Shien effect monster from the graveyard. Another important point about Gateway of the 6 is that it does not say remove it from this card. It says remove 2 Bushido counters from anywhere on the field, which includes 6 Samurai United. So as long as you keep those on the field and you keep summoning 6 Samurai monsters, you can use them as a backup generator for your counters. Next we have the A-Forces, which is to help beef up the lower attacks of the 6 Samurai.
And that's all we've got to say about the 6 Samurais.
Wench, bring the beverages!
No, the only reason I'm doing this is because you guys are paying me $5 an hour.
And it's going to stay at $5 until you improve that attitude.
Well, as usual, leave your comments down this way because we love to hear about your suggestions and your critiques.
And any sort of information that would help improve this deck is also greatly appreciated.
And that's it for this episode. Now, Card Shark's powers activate!
With our powers combined, we become...